perfect guy and stands near Say Their Gate with a sign sending a message to everyone walking past him. You are perfect. His name is Benjamin Smythe, and for years he has dedicated his life to help others feel better about themselves, despite what the world may tell them. I sat down with Ben to learn more about his story. Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Historically, I was a teacher. I taught children outdoor ed, physics, astronomy, philosophy, creative writing. I worked in a juvenile hall school in Santa Cruz and wandered around the country teaching outdoor ed. And I did that for the most part of my 20s. And then I had like a what am I doing with myself moment. And kind of found a kitchen that needed a dishwasher in the mountains, and they gave you housing, and I just kind of hid in the mountains and kind of looked at myself, you know. I've been sitting for most of my life in that sort of meditation kind of way, and so, but I needed to get away from the world to figure out how I could be in the world.
What made you decide to drop everything you had in order to hold the sign?
In the year 2005, I was having a really bad day, and I had remembered that there was a homeless man in Laguna Beach, California, that I had met 5 years prior in 2000, who would say, "You're perfect," to people as they walk by. And so on this day when I had a bad day, 5 years later, I was like, let me try that. So I made a sign, because I'm not brave enough to just talk to people. And at that point I wasn't. And I just sat out on Lincoln Avenue in San Francisco by Golden Gate Park. And very shortly a woman pulled over, and she was crying. And she said, "Thank you so much." And the way she said it really touched me. I was like, whoa, there's a little something more to this than just making my day feel better.
You've pretty much become a celebrity, or like a very famous character here on campus. What do you think about that?
I don't experience it that way. So, I mean, I know that people like give positivity, but I don't do it for that.
Yeah.
I do it because for some wild reason, it feels right.
Yeah.
So if nobody, I mean, I know this, if no one ever said thank you, I probably wouldn't keep doing it.
Okay.
But there is something that comes from it, for me personally and for other people. You know, it's a way to connect. It's a way to sit here and have conversations and meet people I've never met, and, you know, it's very enjoyable in that way.
So what's the message that you were trying to convey by holding the sign?
Self-love really is the cure to suffering. Like, if I like myself, no matter what's happening, and not in that I'm better than you way, but in that, hey, I'm worthy of my life way, I'm going to have a better time than worse. And I'm probably going to feel awesome, no matter what I'm doing. Yeah. And this is how I see it.
As you know, I held the sign for a couple of minutes, and I felt pretty intimidated. How did you feel the first time you held the sign?
It's fun. I mean, at first it was terrifying. You know, like, you just stand out on the street and basically tell people they're amazing. And in some way, I just slowly, that terror disappeared, and now it doesn't matter. To
learn more about Ben and the story behind the sign, visit www.benjaminsmythe.com or be sure to catch him on the UC Berkeley campus.